Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Crouere. We're at about the 100-day mark for the new president, Donald Trump, and I'll give him an A-. What a great start we've had to his administration. Here's why I give him a good grade. He started out fulfilling his campaign promises. He got us out of the TPP. He opened up the Keystone Pipeline. He's talking about cutting regulations and red tape. He's also doing reform that we need as far as the federal government goes. We've got a behemoth, and he's a businessman that can do something about the absolute unsustained growth of the federal government. He's already saved us, according to one report, about $70 billion. Now, we also have a president who's taking tough action against our adversaries. He's launched 59 Tomahawk missiles against Syrian dictator Assad. The use of chemical weapons is not going to be allowed. This was a red line that he meant. And now, unlike previous administrations, we have a president that is not afraid of using the military. We had the mother of all bombs dropped in Afghanistan. About 100 ISIS terrorists were killed, and we're acting tough with a guy who needs tough action, and that is a dictator in North Korea, and that is a 26-year-old tyrant, Kim Jong-un. We also see the president standing up to Russia, renegotiating a better deal with China, and the president's putting our military first and is going to be spending $54 billion more upgrading our military, which during the Obama years went into serious decline. He's been great for the economy. We've seen a lot of new jobs, new construction, new factories built here in this country. Here's the only problem. We've got a Congress that hasn't delivered on anything yet. So the president, to get an A+, is going to have to work with Congress to get through tax reform, to get through health care reform, get rid of Obamacare, to work on that infrastructure, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, to build the border wall. Now, we've seen crossings at the border go down. We've seen more people being deported, which is a good thing. We need the wall to be built. So he's off to a great start. I give him high marks, but the best is yet to come. Hi, this is Jeff Crouere for the Jeff Crouere YouTube channel. We're going to go to the streets, but today we're going to go to the most beautiful street in the city of New Orleans, St. Charles Avenue, to find out what the people are saying. Hey, we're here on the Avenue with Courtney. Hey, Courtney.
How you doing today?
Very good. Thanks for being with us. Let's talk about the first 100 days of Donald Trump. We're at that milestone right now. So if you had your report card out and would grade him from an A to an F, how would he fare if you were the teacher?
Well, he definitely gets an E for effort. He has gone out and packed a punch. He's hit a lot of his items that he said he was going to hit, and very quickly, which is in stark contrast to some of the things we've seen in the past presidencies and legislature. And so we have to say that's great. As far as personally, I think that I would have liked to see more with the health care reform, but I guess they were up against a wall with not having enough votes and things like that. But as far as his military presence, illegal immigration, he really has taken a stance, and he's going out there and showing us that he's going to do what he says he's going to do.
So that translates into a grade of?
About an A-.
Okay, very good. So what would your report card be right now on the president? Obviously, we'll go A through F. So where would you grade him?
I'm going to give him a C. I think he gets an A on getting us out of the TPP right away. Thought that was great. That alone makes me happy. I give him an F on the rush to Syria, because we have now been at war continuously for 15 years without a declaration, and I believe needless loss of American lives. So I wish he would have stuck to his promise on that. I'm hopeful that the health care bill will not be a rush and that they'll do it right. So I don't hold that against him, although I do feel that he should not have pressured the Freedom Caucus, because guys like Rand Paul, who are actually doctors, might know a little more than him about that.
Well, I think he would probably be on the honor roll. I think he did very well, because he stepped in and he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do.
If you get your report card out, how would you grade him?
I'd grade him an A+, because I think he's done more in the first 100 days than the previous administration's done in 8 years.
We had, of course, airstrikes in Syria. The president said he was responding to the reports of chemical weapons there. Do you think that was the correct move?
I support that move because he went after the weapons themselves. He didn't attack either side. He didn't attack the Syrians. He didn't attack Assad. He just took out the chemical weapons, which I think was the most unbiased thing he could have done.
I'd have to give him an A. I think he's doing very well, even all the way up until the bombing in Syria. Even with all the speculation and everyone saying they're not sure whether Assad did it or not, I think what he did was necessary. And I don't agree. I don't believe that it was something he had to run through Congress. It wasn't. He's not creating war. He did what needed to be done. It showed that he's strong.
Thank you for watching the Jeff Crouere YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe, so please do so, and also opt in to receive notifications so that every time we have a new show, you'll be notified.